In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 years of Amazon FBA advice in 10 minutes. Let's jump right into it. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Brad Sherman, 7-figure seller, and on this channel, we explore tips, strategies, and experiences that I have had that will help you start and scale up your Amazon FBA business. In this video, we are covering my top pieces of advice for Amazon FBA sellers and everything I've learned over 5 years within 10 minutes. Before we jump into it, if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps out the videos in the algorithm and it helps us keep making more content for you guys. Consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell as well to stay up to date on all future content. And if you guys haven't checked out the other videos on the channel where we cover things like shipping your inventory into Amazon, how to purchase from wholesale suppliers, and how to outreach to new wholesale suppliers, make sure to scroll through the channel and check those videos out. And if you guys aren't following us on other social media channels, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, make sure to give us a follow on those channels as well under Operation AMZ. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. I've broken this video up into 10 different pieces of advice. Piece of advice number 1 is start in retail or online arbitrage. We always talk about how great the Amazon FBA wholesale business model is, but sometimes we don't emphasize enough how important it is to just learn how to sell on Amazon. And the best way to learn how to sell on Amazon is by doing retail or online arbitrage. The reason for this is because in the beginning, you're way more likely to make mistakes than you are 5 years later. And because of that, you want to be making mistakes with a much lower amount of money. And in retail and online arbitrage, you can start with a couple $100s. You can literally go into your retail stores, scan products on the shelves, analyze the Keep a chart and data behind them, assess how profitable those items are, and then make a purchase and ship your items into Amazon. And if the items don't end up selling on Amazon, you can just return them to the store. But the most important thing that you're going to learn while doing retail and online arbitrage is shipping your inventory into Amazon. Amazon's logistics process can be complicated, so the best way to learn how to do it is by actually doing it. Watch tutorial videos, but there's no substitute for experience. So shipping your products into Amazon, make sure to do retail and online arbitrage so that you're starting with a lower amount of capital and you're mitigating your risk. Piece of advice number 2, set realistic expectations and base your goals around your inputs. What this means is that you are not going to be a millionaire in the first year of selling on Amazon. Whether you're doing Amazon wholesale or doing arbitrage, you want to set clear expectations up front because it's going to set you up for success long term. With wholesale, we recommend for at least 6 months contacting anywhere between 100 and 150 companies per week. And this is going to help you scale much faster, and we recommend really doing it for a year. 6 months is a minimum, but continue to do it for a year in order to scale and compound your wholesale business over time. With retail and online arbitrage, this means you need to be spending as much time as possible on sourcing those products because inventory is the thing that's going to make you money. So you need to be getting as much profitable inventory as you can in order to sell it on Amazon FBA for a profit. So you're basing your goals around inputs such as sourcing, how many suppliers you're contacting, return on investment, how much inventory are you purchasing at a certain return on investment. And if you guys haven't seen the other video about how to make 10K per month selling on Amazon, I go into detail about what return on investment means and what profit margin means, which are 2 key inputs around your business. So make sure to check that video out up above. Piece of advice number 3 is be ready to adapt and pivot. Selling on Amazon means that you are going to get thrown constant curveballs. Amazon is going to throw spontaneous issues at you that require immediate attention. And that means you need to be ready to pivot and adapt. If you're not ready to make pivots from curveballs that Amazon is going to throw at you, you are never going to succeed long term on Amazon because it is all about dealing with spontaneous issues that require immediate attention. Piece of advice number 4 is account health is your number 1 priority. That means scaling up into a business model like wholesale is going to be your most secure bet. because you are able to obtain legitimate invoices from either the brand directly or an authorized distributor. Account health is the #1 priority because without your Amazon account health, you don't have a business. And unfortunately, when selling on Amazon, you've relinquished a lot of control to Amazon. And a lot of times Amazon can be the biggest challenge of selling on the platform themselves. So you just want to make sure your account health is compliant at all times. So if you have restricted policy violations, if you have IP complaints on your account, you want to make sure you're responding to them and dealing with them in a timely manner, because if you fail to do so, Amazon is going to put your account health at risk, which is going to affect your business. Piece of advice number 5 is reinvest your profits for at least 1 year. In the first year, it should be all about learning and growth. So you cannot actually scale a business unless you're continuing to make reinvestments into that business. That means you really shouldn't expect to pay yourself selling on Amazon in the first year. You need to be growing a business, and in order to do that, it requires continuous reinvestment of profits. And 1 year is really a minimum. You're always going to be reinvesting your profits back into the business year after year in order to grow. But after a few years of selling on Amazon, then it might be a good idea to start paying yourself so you can actually realize some of the profits from your business for yourself. Piece of advice number 6 is that throughout the entire process of selling on Amazon, as you're making money, even from day one, you want to store a certain amount of money in profit reserves for the business. What this means, and the best way to do this, is to just create multiple bank accounts for your business. So for us, we have 4 different bank accounts. We have one for inventory, we have one for owner's pay, we have one set aside for taxes, and one for profits to the business. This means that we take a small percentage of our Amazon payout and store it into account that goes to profits for the business. And the reason for this is because you want to continue to maintain cash in the bank as you grow your business and just have some extra money stored away just in case something happens. Piece of advice number 7 as a beginner is to use leverage, but don't over leverage. When you first start selling on Amazon, you're not as knowledgeable about reading product data as you will be 5 years down the road. And because of that, you want to mitigate as much risk as possible. There's nothing wrong with getting a credit card, maximizing reward points, and using that as you're growing your Amazon FBA business to help you scale. Credit cards are a great way to grow as a beginner, and you can get tons of credit card points. But if you're over leveraging like crazy in the first year, you might be putting yourself at risk, because in the first year of selling on Amazon, you're not as experienced as somebody who's been doing it for 5 years. So as you grow and scale in your Amazon journey, you understand the numbers more and you understand profitability. You're able to make a holistic assessment of items that you purchase. And because in Amazon wholesale, we continuously reorder from our suppliers, we are able to look at data year over year. As a new seller, you don't have that year over year data, so you just have to go off the basis of a chart. So in the first year, nothing wrong with using credit cards, but you want to avoid over leveraging because it could put you at risk, especially if you don't know how to read the data. Piece of advice number 8, focus on your inputs and set goals around them. This is because if you are setting goals around your outputs, you might be setting yourself up for unrealistic expectations. It's really easy for you to say that you want to sell $1 million on Amazon, but it's another thing to actually do it. Sales are out of your control to a certain extent. They are a byproduct of the work that you put in, and because of that, we set goals around how many suppliers we're contacting, how we're getting our hands on more inventory, what our buying processes are, what is our return on investment, how much profit margin are we making, and we are able to back into our sales numbers based around goals that we can control. So the best way to set yourself up for success in the first year of selling on Amazon is by setting your goals and basing them around things you can control. Piece of advice number 9 is know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers on the ground level, your business is going to fall apart as you grow. So knowing your numbers doesn't just mean understanding your Amazon fees and what you're making per item. It means understanding your business on a holistic level and reading comprehensive financial reports such as balance sheets, income statements, and cash flow statements. As a beginner, softwares like Inventory Lab are great for pulling profit from your Amazon business and determining profitability not just on a SKU level, but also a holistic level through the profit and loss statement. However, one thing you have to understand as you grow is that these softwares are what's called open source softwares, and that means they don't have comprehensive financial reporting. So while they might be able to provide you with some insights on a profit and loss sheet, there is no way to track where your cash is going. This means that as you scale, you want to look at getting a software like A2X that is going to pull every single transaction from Amazon, and either hiring a bookkeeper in-house us or working with a bookkeeping firm that can track every single transaction running in and out of your business and provide you with comprehensive financial reports that you can use to compare month over month. Piece of advice number 10, sales are for vanity, profit is for sanity, and cash is king. What that means is everybody is putting out their orange bars and sales numbers on social media. And this is great to see growth and help you stay motivated. But at the end of the day, if you don't understand the profitability of your Amazon business, you're going to go insane. Trust me, I've been there. Guys, we've been selling on Amazon for 5+ years and I've made every mistake you can think of. I've been in that position where I don't know and understand the profitability of my business. So the best thing you can do is preemptively avoid that by knowing your numbers on the ground level. Understand your numbers in Inventory Lab, and then as you grow to multi-7 figures, then look at working with a bookkeeping firm that's going to provide you with comprehensive financial reporting. Sales are for vanity, and that means that sales are the numbers you're going to show on social media. It's what's going to get everybody's attention, but at the end of the day, profit is what matters. And even more importantly, in an inventory-based business, many times cash is more valuable than profit. Because we are spending money month after month on inventory, we need to see and understand where our cash is going. And with an inventory-based business, those are the key metrics you want to track. In this video, we covered my top 10 pieces of advice that I have learned over 5 years in selling on Amazon. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. It really helps out the videos in the algorithm and it helps us keep making more content for you guys. Consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell as well to stay up to date on all future content. And if you guys haven't checked out the other videos on the channel where we talk about how to scale your Amazon FBA business, how to contact brands and distributors, and how to ship your products into Amazon, make sure to check those videos out because they're going to provide you with a ton of value. And if you guys aren't following us on other social media channels, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, make sure to check us out under Operation AMZ on those channels. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.